currently standing by for a short position in pound dollar and also in the euro dollar. I will walk you through what I have setting up here top down. Starting here on the hourly chart, there's this price action here with this sell leg here, and this sell leg creates a shift in structure here. I'll zoom out on the 1 hour chart here. So we can see here on the 1 hour chart, the pound dollar has put in a low, a lower high, a lower low. It's pulled back, put in a lower high, and here creates a break of structure to the sell side. So on the 1 hour chart, GBP USD is in a downtrend. In addition to that, it has price action on the 1 hour chart has closed below two structural lows. So this area here, this is the Asian low. This candle here closes below the Asian low, and then this candle here, this is the New York PM low from yesterday. It's not been closed below, but I would anticipate this price action, if it were to pull back, to deliver below the below the New York PM session from yesterday. But right now, the 1 hour chart has shown a break of structure below the Asian session low, and again, that Asian session low is the low of this candle here, where you see this purple line here extend throughout, and then this candle here puts in a body candle close below the Asian low, and then we can see pull back into the range here, and then we can see sell side coming back into the range here. And then I'll come over here to the 5-minute chart, and you can see that price action here. Let's look at this area here. So this is equivalent here on this 5-minute chart. You get this displacement here, this displacement leg, and then the same thing here, getting this, actually with this here, this would be an uptrend, or this would be buy side delivery here on the 5-minute. So this would create a market structure shift here to the sell side on the 5-minute. So I would be looking for a price to return to this level here, equilibrium, where I have my entry currently, and then I would anticipate price to redeliver here to the sell side. And then very similar setup on Euro USD. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see price delivering to the sell side, putting in a low, a lower high, a lower low, and then pulling back to this area where it is now, potentially putting in another lower high. And then here is the low of the Asian session, and you can see here as well, price action closes below the Asian range, and then getting pulled back into the range here. And then price delivering to the sell side, and then coming over here to the 5-minute, seeing this displacement leg coming in here, and then there's you can see this price action delivering to the sell side, and then recovering here to the buy side, and then this price action here at this level creating a market structure shift here to the sell side. So waiting for pullback to come to equilibrium here of the price leg in order to take an entry potentially. So seeing the same setup here on Euro USD and GBP USD. So looking for short positions here, and also Forex, or I would say definitely Forex heavy during today's New York session. Also a look at USD JPY. There's an opportunity for a long position here. This setup comes on the 15-minute potentially. So here on the 15-minute, you can see here, this would be the open of my kill zone here on the 15-minute. And then you can see this price action deliver here to the buy side. The swing high is right here. So this candle here gives a body candle close above a swing high here. So now all I would need to see is a fair value gap form, which there is room for one to form here. So from the high of this candle, which would be candle 1, this would be candle 2, the actual fair value gap candle or the imbalance candle, and then this being candle 3. If this low and this high, if there's a gap in between here, then I'll have my fair value gap criteria met, and then I will have a potential long trade here on USD JPY. I'll just need another 10 minutes for a body candle close on this 15-minute candle that is forming right now. And if that happens, then there will be this fair value gap here and an opportunity to come here on the 1 minute to look for confirmations, or to look for a confirmation on the trade. So right now, currently, my orders are set for GBP USD and Euro USD, or Pound USD and Euro USD, and waiting on a potential for short positions and waiting on a potential long position on USD JPY. Okay, shift this back here. Okay, so pound dollar getting a bit closer to the limit entry. Same thing here with, I need to make an adjustment here. There, 17,908. You can see price consolidating here as price is slowly but steadily moving to the buy side towards my limit entry. My stop loss on both of these positions is above the 1 hour swing high here. Price consolidating here in the area of discount on the 5 minute. So speaking of discount and premium here, go here first on the 1 hour chart. So with this being equilibrium, this 50% level, anything above that is going to be a premium. Anything below that is going to be a discount. So from here, from the equilibrium up to premium, this is anywhere where I want to take a sell, and then I'm going to want to cover anywhere in the discounted area. And then same thing, if I take a buy, I want to take a buy down here from the discounted area anywhere below equilibrium here, and then I want to target an area in the premium or above. Same thing here on the 5 minute chart. So right now this is my dealing range where this Fibonacci retracement tool is, and this also extends to the wicks here, but I only use the body of the candles to set my range, even though I do account for wicks for my stop loss. And within this dealing range, this would be equilibrium right here, or this is equilibrium in this dealing range. Let's see if I can get a straighter line here. So with this is the area of discount. This is the area of premium. So here, same thing. If I want to sell, I want to sell from this area and target an area of discount or lower. And if I want to buy, I want to buy in a discounted area, and I want to target an area here in the premium or above premium here. That way I'm in the correct position, or I would say I'm on side for the position that I want to take, and also making sure that I'm getting a good price. At a minimum, I want to get this price at equilibrium, because this would be fair value. If you, for example, on a sell, if you want fair value, equilibrium is fair value. If you want a discount, then the deeper into the premium that you go, the more of a discount that you will get on price. But also there's the higher probability that you may not be filled. So for me, just low-hanging fruit, or just to make things easy and low stress, I just choose the fair value price for entry, and that way I know I'm getting fair value. I don't necessarily have to get the deepest discounts, even though if the position sets up to where my entry is deeper in the area of premium, then I take it deeper in the area of premium. So essentially I look for my earliest entry, and then I just take my earliest or easiest entry. So the entries are all valid once you get into premium. If your criteria are met, then it's just a matter of choosing what location. For example, right now I'm choosing this equilibrium level, but there's also the additional level of I can choose this untapped fair value gap right here. So this bearish fair value gap, or this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency that's right here, it's not been traded into. So I can choose this as a potential entry. There's also the market structure shift level, which is right here. This market structure shift level can also be used for a potential entry point. So even in this particular situation, there's 1, there's 2, and here's 3 potential entry points, all at different levels. I'm just choosing the lowest level for entry, just because it takes the stress out of knowing whether or not I will get an entry, or if pullback is not as deep. I'm not guaranteed any of these entries. I'm not even guaranteed this lowest entry here, but my probabilities of entering the position are going to be higher doing that, and also my stress levels as far as in being able to enter a position will be lower, because if the position is valid, then the lowest or the nearest entry will be taken. I don't mind pullback so much, or actually I don't mind pullback at all, so long as I don't get stopped out. And even if I do get stopped out, that's fine. Losing is a part of trading, and being able to take a loss is, in my opinion, more important than to be able to take a win. And right now we've got entry into pound dollar here at equilibrium. And in 2 more minutes, know more about the yen dollar. I'm going to go over to euro dollar and see if that's getting any closer to an entry. And euro dollar here is approaching entry. 1 minute remaining in the current 15-minute candle and 5-minute candle here. I'm going to stand by to head over to the dollar yen pair. Still seeing some buy side delivery here on Euro USD. Very near to my limit entry now, trading just below it here. And there's entry here. Now I'll head over to the dollar yen. There's that pullback I was mentioning. Okay, here on dollar yen, so we've got the fair value gap in place here on the 15-minute. So now I'm going to drop to the 1 minute and see if USD JPY provides any confirmations, but first I want to see price trade down here to this equilibrium level. So I want to see deeper pullback to this level here. I want to see price reach this level. If price does reach this level, then I want to see confirmations here on the 1 minute chart for buy side delivery, which would be in the sign of a market structure shift here to the buy side. So you can see price right now. Price has traded into this candle here, has traded into this bullish fair value gap or buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So I want to see it continue at least until equilibrium here. And price is still delivering here to the sell side. You can also see here on the 1 hour, even though the candle hasn't closed, seeing a potential sweep here of the London session. So this here is the London session here. This is the London session low. This is the London session high. We can see price here putting in a potential sweep of this high, but this candle will have to close. Also, there's going to be liquidity resting below this candle here. There's going to be sell side liquidity as there's no bottom wick on this candle. So I would anticipate either in this candle price to trade into a new low for this 60-minute candle, or for the next candle to trade lower to sweep that liquidity that's resting below this current candle, which would be the 9 a.m. New York candle. And we're seeing price trade lower here, coming into this equilibrium level here. So the equilibrium level is 155.910. Currently the low has been 155.903. So my 15-minute criteria have been met here. Now it's just a matter of whether or not the dollar yen pair will give me a confirmation on the 1 minute chart for a potential entry. Hop over to my history today and I'll update my notes. So there's a position that was on the pound dollar that was from yesterday that I was able to take profit on. And that would have been just after midnight, or that would have been very early in the day before the London session where this was able to take profit. And then these are my positions today here. So I wound up oversleeping the London session, a rarity, but it did happen. So was not excited when I woke up and found out that I missed the session, but it appears I only missed one position, and also this pound dollar position. I would have never taken this position today based off of what I learned about my trading yesterday. So recognizing that I missed an opportunity this morning, but also lucked out and was able to take profit in an opportunity that would have been invalid today. Right, let's see, we got 828 and 830 on these entries. Okay, what was that? It was pound first. Okay, pound first and then euro, 828 and 830. Let's see. Perfect. Down and down. And then 828 and 830. And I'm going to put in an early potential note for this yen or this dollar yen pair in case it goes. I'll already be set up for it here. Okay. And this would be bullish. Standing by. Let's see. Okay, so the stop on this is going to be, let's see. Probably I'm going to give this 15. Give this 15, so that's going to be 56, 51, 155, 751, 5, 751 is going to be my stop. 155, 751. 155, 751. Seems like sell side is returning on Euro USD and Pound USD. And then I don't know where my entry will be yet, so I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay. So right now, ideally, I want to see here on the 1 minute chart, USD JPY to put in a swing high, and then to put in a body candle close above that swing high with fair value gap down here, and then trade into that gap for continued buy-side delivery. So if I see a body candle close above this with a gap down here, then I will take a long position. So now there is a swing high here on the 1 minute chart. So this is going to be the target area here, and I just want to see price, as I mentioned, give a body candle close above, and there to be some fair value or some type of fair value gap of whatever size that would be below the market structure shift level. As you can see, there's a low, there's price comes in here, trades lower, puts in a higher low, and then puts in a lower low. Then here has put in a higher low, and is now here put in a lower low. So seeing that USD JPY is in a downtrend, so what I would need to see now is for a price to create a market structure shift to the buy side here, and that would give me a confirmation for an entry. If not, then I would anticipate continued sell side delivery. Hop over to the other pairs that I took an entry in. Go to Euro USD. Euro USD currently experiencing pullback here. So my stop loss on this trade is back here. So I'm not concerned about this pullback, or at least not now. Here you can see my stop loss. Stop loss is back here at 1.18253, which is covering the distance of the spread from this London high. And then let's go to the 5 minute. And you can see prices in this area of premium here on the 5 minute. So taking a sell anywhere from in this area is ideal. Anywhere from my entry, anywhere up here. So there's this other fair value gap that price just traded into here. There's the actual market structure shift level here. Head over to pound dollar. Same thing, price pulling back aggressively here. And same thing with the stop loss. My stop loss is resting above this London high here. So stop loss 137.076, covering the spread here from the London high. You can see price pulling back aggressively here. See here on the 5-minute, equilibrium. So all of this being an area of premium, and you also may see this sweep out this liquidity here. Head back over to dollar yen. So dollar yen, you can see here on the 15-minute chart that this bullish fair value gap here, or buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, this candle here has just disrespected it by closing below it with a body candle close here. So this being the level. And then you get this body candle close below, disrespecting it. So there is a higher probability that price will continue lower here and not redeliver here to the buy side, but only a higher probability. Price could still deliver here to the buy side. There's no guarantee that when this candle here closes below, this creates an inverse fair value gap, and that would be one of the confirmations that price would want to continue selling. So the only way to confirm that, or at least for me, would be to see a body candle close below this swing low right here. And then to me that would be confirmation, or at least further confirmation. This would be an early confirmation here with this inverse fair value gap. This would be another early confirmation with this series of candles here creating an engulfing pattern, engulfing this candle. So seeing different confirmation signals, but right now having two confirmation signals showing that price could continue delivering to the sell side. But until I see the confirmation that I want to see, which would be a body candle close below this dealing range swing low, until then my bias is still going to be to the long side, as these confirmations of this engulfing series of candles and this inverse fair value gap, these are confirmations, but I want a stronger confirmation, which is why I want to see this body candle close, or this market structure shift here to the sell side is essentially what would happen in order for me to change my bias. But regardless of bias, I need to see a confirmation here on the 1-minute chart in order to take a position, regardless of whatever is happening on the higher time frame. You can see price consolidating here in this area. So I would imagine price here is going to either break to the buy side or to the sell side. And we're seeing a break to the sell side here. So interesting that the position that I'm looking for a long on will not stop going short, and the positions that I'm short on won't stop going long. But these could all be attempts to squeeze weak hands out of the market, or I could just be completely off with bias today. We'll see. Here coming in within the kill zone, we'll see here within the next, let's say, hour and 10 minutes. We'll get a better idea of market direction in these Forex pairs. So right now, dollar yen showing some swing points. here to the buy side. Here are the next 3 swing points. So price would need to reach those levels and give a body candle close above those levels with the fair value gap below, as I was mentioning previously, in order for me to have an interest in taking a position here. Price consolidating in this area. Seeing price showing some volatility here. And price consolidating here. So right now this candle, you can see it's flashing kind of back and forth. So to me this is showing some volatility, and now you're seeing that volatility expressed there in that wick, and we'll see if price will continue to show any volatility. Price could go to the buy side or to the sell side here, but right now seemingly delivering here to the buy side. And then it's also here putting in a gap here, so price essentially were to come here and give a body candle close, it could set up a potential fair value gap. And now you can see that gap just closed. So continue watching price action to see if it sets a gap up. And to see if it gives any continuation to the buy side. So this 1 minute candle here had a reaction off of a level. This candle here, you see this wick, and then this return to the buy side, and now starting to get some volatility and some buy side delivery here. And there's the potential for a new gap here. So there's a small gap here. We'll see if price wants to come down and close it, or if the algorithm leaves a gap in price there. And the gap is closed. So stand by, or I'm going to stand by and wait for another potential gap. So there's a level here, as I mentioned, here and here. Price could also put in a new level. For example, this could be a new swing high if price were to come sweep this sell side and then redeliver. And seeing some buy side delivery coming in here on the dollar yen pair. Volatility showing here. Check on the pound dollar and the euro dollar. So starting to get some return to sell side delivery here. As I mentioned, this buy side liquidity is likely going to get swept, and that's been swept there. My high again is resting above the 1 hour swing high here. And let's see, Euro USD. Same thing here, starting to see a return to sell side. So this swing high here on the 5-minute was respected here on the dealing range, or at least so far. Price could still return to the buy side here. And back to the dollar yen pair. So there's been a wick candle close above this level, so showing market structure shift here to the buy side. So this is a shift, but it's a weak shift based off of this wick. So what I want to see is a body candle close above this level, body candle close above this level. It would not give me an entry even if it does, because I don't have the price action that I need below it in order to take an entry, but it would be an indication of price delivering to the buy side, a higher probability of price continuation to the buy side. But with this wick candle close here, even though it would indicate a shift in structure, it being weak, the amount of pullback to anticipate could be extreme, and I would anticipate that pullback would be in the lower end of the range, or to sweep out the sell side of the range before potentially continuing. Perhaps there's the body candle close here. So there's a body candle close above. So now I would anticipate price to continue delivering to the buy side here. And then we'll see if price provides an entry. Seeing some volatility here. With this candle having no top wick here, this would be a good place for price to deliver to the buy side and put in a gap here. Price trades lower, so putting in a new swing point here. When this candle closes, if it closes below this candle, then this would be an additional swing point. And a return to the buy side. Still showing volatility here. Here on the 15 minute, there's the possibility for a new swing low to be forming here. So long as this candle here closes above this previous candle. See that volatility coming in to the sell side after this wick here puts in a breakup structure here, a weak breakup structure. And we can see price react from that, delivering price to the sell side with speed here. And as I mentioned, with these wick candle shifts in structure, seeing deep pullbacks or even potentially sweeps of liquidity here. So with this volatility and this price action, seeing those things occur as you're seeing here. So quite a bit of volatility here in the dollar-yen pair. So with the type of price action that I'm seeing here, I would not be surprised if it takes price to get up to this level before you would see any kind of market structure shift happen, or seeing the potential for me to be able to take an entry just because of the volatility and the price action being, let's say, more consolidated. And now it looks like the other Forex pairs are starting to deliver further to the sell side here. Also, you can see here on the 1 minute chart, this is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency that price is currently trading within. And we can see here price just gapped up. And this is that level I was mentioning where price will likely have to get here. It'll want to close this gap at some time, but with the body candle close here, it'll need to pull back. And then what is likely going to happen here is there's this gap here that price will likely want to trade back into. But I'm going to need to see price get quite a bit higher, because in order for this gap to be in position, I'm going to need some more clearance here. And now the gap has been closed. Price pulling back here. I'm going to anticipate price sweeping liquidity here. There's some sell side liquidity resting down here. I would anticipate price tapping into that and then potentially redelivering here to the buy side. If price does not come back here, then I would anticipate price to deliver to the buy side in a hurry. New swing point. So, as I mentioned, with this London high. So here being the London session, this being the London low, this being the London high here. Now there's a confirmed 1 hour candle sweep of London. So this is likely showing why the yen dollar pair here is struggling to deliver to the buy side with sweeping out session liquidity or session high liquidity. Also, you can see here with that inverse fair value gap, a balanced price range looks to have been put in here. And then you can see price from this inverse fair value gap pull back into this newly formed bearish fair value gap. And this is in addition to this 1 hour sweep of this buy side liquidity that has price action delivering to the sell side, also having this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency being traded into, and then assisting price deliver to the sell side here. So higher time frame indications that price is struggling here to deliver back to the buy side with these higher time frame points of interest or PD arrays that are keeping price on the lower end of the dealing range currently, and may keep it on the lower end or may cause a market structure shift to the sell side and not provide an entry. And it appears that the other Forex pairs have now started to turn around as well. So lots of consolidation here in today's New York AM kill zone. Price still consolidating here. So about 50 minutes remaining in the kill zone. We'll see if the dollar yen pair is strong enough to overcome all of these sell signals that it has been putting in, and delivers to the overall structural buy side delivery here on the 1 hour and on the 15 minute. Seeing some buy side delivery here on the 1 minute with a potential gap being put in. If the price were to deliver fully to the buy side, which it would need quite a lot of buying to do that. If the gap was anywhere down in here and the body candle close came here, then this would be a potential place to look for entry at equilibrium. So no gap will form here, or at least if it does, it'll be a small gap. And now, or at least I was talking about the gap between here and here, but now there's a gap between here and here, potentially. Okay, so if there's a gap here, and now that gap's closed. So now we'll see if it will come here and put a gap in here somewhere. Keeps closing these gaps up. So not time for an entry yet, or maybe never. We'll see. So if all goes well, patience will pay off. If not, I got to read some more price action and get some more experience here. The current 15-minute candle has traded above the previous candle, so there's a new 15-minute high, even though price is looking rather weak. But that is another indication that price may be interested in returning to the buy side. As you can see, price put in a new 15-minute low here with this candle and put in a new 15-minute low here with this candle. So for 30 minutes price was delivering to the sell side, and with quite a bit of speed. As you can see, left a large bearish fair value gap behind. But now this candle, seeing it trading above the low of the previous candle and putting in a new 15-minute high, so showing price showing some signs of being able to turn around, but not quite. And even though this candle hasn't closed, if it closes like this, then you can see the body of the candle here closing below the body of the previous candle. That would be showing some signs of weakness, but now you can see price delivering here back to the buy side. So ideally, with this candle here closing in less than 2 minutes, wanting to see a green candle closure ideally, but there's no necessarily deal breaker one way or the other, because my criteria, my confirmation criteria has yet to be met. So and my entry criteria is off the 1 minute, not off the 15-minute. So the things that I'm seeing on the higher time frames are giving me indications of what's happening, but it's not what I would base my decision off of, simply because I have all the information that I need based on the decision to go long currently, and that information is still valid on the higher time frames. It's just a matter of whether or not they are invalidated by a structural shift on the higher time frames in the opposing direction, or lack of a confirmation on the lower time frame. Seeing the shift lower here, so showing sell side here. But also there's going to be some buy side liquidity resting just above this candle, so I would anticipate a return to the buy side in this candle or the next to put in a new 15-minute high, and there it is. And now price could go in either direction. Standing by here. So here's my closest market structure shift level here. So I would want to see price give a body candle close here, and there to be a fair value gap down here to trade into for continuation to the buy side. If I don't see that, then I won't take a position. Okay, so I'm going to anticipate price is going to want to come back up. There's buy side liquidity resting above both these candles. So I'm going to anticipate price to break above this level here. Looks like it's gone above the level. We'll see if it continues. So this high is 838, and then this put in, so this is put in equal highs. So I'm still anticipating price to go a bit higher. It needs to break above this candle here. Now price delivering to the sell side here. And this is what I was mentioning with these wick structural breaks, seeing price trade back deeper into the range and or sweeping out. And there's the sweep. Price trading lower. Price looked like it may want to sweep out this 15-minute liquidity perhaps. So this swing low here on the 15-minute is 155.766. The low here is 155.765. So there's been a sweep. So there is no need for price to go lower unless it wants to close below. So now that this sell side liquidity has been swept, I would anticipate the market seeking buy side delivery, but we'll see if it is ready to seek buy side or if it will continue to the sell side. Now it is swept out this high that I was mentioning earlier, this 838. Now it's at 839. We'll see if it continues here. So I would need to see structure get to here and give a body candle close. Right now it's putting in a potential gap here. So right now doing all the things that I've been talking about, just had to sweep out some liquidity before doing so, and we'll see if there's continuation to what's happening here. Okay, seeing some volatility here. We'll see if this gap holds. This may trade down into it. Ideally, want to see this gap open here or remain open, and I want to see this deliver. Okay, now this is traded into the gap, so I don't want to use this gap. I'm going to need to see another gap. Seems that the other pairs are having a hard time as well. See this pullback. So likely looking to sweep out this buy side here. So not the kind of price action you want to see entering a short position. But this was not the price action on entry. It seemed like it would not even want to give me an entry. Now that it has given me an entry, it wants to do everything but go the way that it went, or go back to the sell side. So I'm going to mark this here. There's buy side liquidity here. So the market may be seeking out liquidity, as you can see here on the 1 hour chart. When that price tapped into this fair value gap and delivered back to the sell side, this London low was swept here. So with this sell side liquidity taken out, looking at price action to seek now, or the algorithm to seek buy side, which the next buy side would be here, and then that could potentially trigger some sell side. Or I could just be liquidity just waiting to be swept out of the market currently. We'll see. Same thing here. Well, actually, no, not even the same thing here. So with the Euro USD, you could see that the low was swept here. There's no sweep of the London low, but as you can see, there's been that sweep here of this buy side liquidity. So we'll see if this buy side liquidity sweep is enough. Also, if we come down here on the 15-minute chart, you can see there's an older bearish fair value gap right here. But we'll see if those pairs will settle back into a profitable position. One of the reasons why this yen pair, dollar yen pair, may be struggling here is the fact that there's also this dealing range here on the 1 hour chart here, where the Asian session here, there's a market structure, or a, let's see, is this a market structure shift or a break of structure here? Okay, there's a break of structure. So looking at the structure here on the dollar yen pair, so higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Want to see a higher low. So this may be having a hard time as well because of the structure on the hourly chart. If I pull up a Fibonacci chart, or Fibonacci retracement tool here. So could anticipate that price may need to respond here to the 60-minute chart and at least return to this area of equilibrium here, just because price action has set up on the 15-minute chart. This level may not be sufficient, where this would be the position on the 1 hour chart. It look more like this. So understanding that this area here, this dealing range, is just a part of a larger dealing range, and this larger dealing range may be what is controlling price action here, and price may need to get back to this level here based off of the hourly. So this here is equivalent to this here, where this price action here is equivalent to this price action here. So when it comes to time frames, the higher the time frame, the stronger the indication, in my experience. So with that in mind, understanding that with this 15-minute dealing range being a part of a larger 1 hour dealing range, that 1 hour dealing range to me would control price action. And these other pairs are really getting stretched out here. So getting my stop loss may be tested here on these pairs. You can see this 15-minute gap being traded into. Looks like it's going to be disrespected. Let's go over to Euro. Switch to the 5-minute. So Euro USD not stretched out as far, but both of these are not in the most comfortable place for me in a short position, as since my entry all they've done is gone against me. So less than ideal price action going forward. Ideally, I like to enter a position and see it go, but I give it the wide stop just because my system requires the wide stop, and then it's just a matter of whether or not they go or they don't go. So price still trading within the range of which I set out, but I don't think anyone likes to see any positions in drawdown. But facing about 50% drawdown across both positions. So ideally, can get that reduced or get that back into a profitable position if all goes well. Got about a half an hour here remaining in the kill zone. We'll see if those positions settle back into profitability, and we'll see if the dollar-yen pair will provide any entry opportunities. Shift back down to the 1 minute. But I would say right now it is looking doubtful that I would receive an entry opportunity in the dollar-yen pair, and it's probably 50-50 on the outcome of the euro-dollar pair and the pound-dollar pair. I'd say 50-50 on, let's say, being able to take profit, or maybe even less with the way that price action has been behaving on these two pairs. Seeing a return to the buy side here. Seeing a potential gap being put in. And then this is the shift level here. And then a return here, and then I would want to take an entry somewhere in this gap here if it provides itself. Let's see if this will make a gap, and then we'll see if it will leave a gap. And this is traded into the gap, so I won't use this gap, but we'll see if it sets up another gap. So right now, potential shift levels being here and here. So there's a gap down here on the 1 minute chart. From the body candle close to this body candle open. So this will need to be filled. So I'm anticipating a return to the buy side at a minimum to reach this level, perhaps more. Price trading deeper into that 1 minute fair value gap. And showing some more volatility here. And price on this 1 minute chart has disrespected this bullish fair value gap by closing below it, so probabilities are higher that price would continue lower, but price could consolidate or price could deliver to the buy side regardless of this indication. But I would consider it a sign of potential weakness. And would anticipate a higher probability of sell side delivery as opposed to buy side delivery, at least in the following candle or candles. Seeing a return to buy side delivery here. So perhaps this may be the level here. Get a gap in here somewhere. Look for price to return. Do something like this. And no gap. So another gap down in price here on the 1 minute chart. This could also be one of those instances where price action does everything except for give you an entry, and then after the kill zone it takes off. So that's another possibility here. But if that happens, that's fine too. I don't want to take a position outside of my kill zone. So here on the 1 minute, there's been another market structure shift here, but a weak one with a wick here. We'll see if this or any following candles can get some continuation with the body candle close, but similar situation as I mentioned before. Could see price potentially pull back deep or sweep out liquidity, sell side liquidity. This could also be one of those, you get an entry right at the last minute. So that's why you show up to your station and you watch the charts just in case something happens or not. Either way, you were prepared. But one of the worst feelings is missing opportunities and how it can affect psychology. Even though I missed London session, I only missed one trade opportunity, and that opportunity would have been a successful one had I executed it. So a bit disappointed that I slept through the London session, but also content in the fact that I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. So if I slept through it, I must have needed to get that sleep. In addition, I only missed one trade instead of missing multiple trades. So I can live with it, and if all goes well, I'm rested enough to catch all the remaining session trade opportunity when I see multiple trade opportunities in a day. So trying to keep cool and just take the next setup that comes. So price testing this shift level here, pulling back. Okay. So this candle here could potentially be putting in the shift and the gap here. So I'm adjusting my stop based on that liquidity sweep. And right now my entry is 155, 829. 29. $155, $750. Okay. Got my order set here. Let's see if we'll get an entry. At 155, actually, this is incorrect here. Okay, got an entry. Actually, my entry was higher, so I got a better entry than I thought I would get. Now let's see what happens with the position. Still showing some volatility and some sell side delivery here. We'll see if we can get a return to the buy side. So I'm looking for a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio on this position and on the other positions as well. But I only currently have my stop order placed into the market. I don't have a take profit set in yet, so I'll set that here shortly. So my preference is to enter positions just based on what my trade criteria is, and then once I'm entered those positions, my stop loss is the most important thing. Once my stop loss is set, then I want to assess my entry level, and then I'll take the trade based on those criteria, and then I'll set a take profit once Wait a minute. What is the low here? 60. Okay, yeah, 50. Yeah, I'm fine. Make it stopped out of this one. As price is testing this low here. Price looks like it wants to continue to the sell side here. So standing by for a potential stop out. And stopped out. And I'll head over to the other Forex pairs, which are also not looking the healthiest today. And we'll see if I'll get stopped out of these as well. Maybe a no soup day after sleeping through London. Let's head over to, what is this, pound dollar? Let's head over to euro dollar. So euro dollar was looking the best, but the best is still not looking very good. So we'll see how these play out. But these have been nothing exciting to watch since I entered them, since they've basically just pretty much gone the other way. Starting to see a return to sell side now. So potentially whatever price movement that needed to occur to sweep out weak hands may have already occurred, and price may be say returning to the mean, but there's potential for price to continue delivering to the buy side. So euro dollar has been looking better overall for this trade idea than pound dollar, but pound dollar shows quite a bit of volatility, so it can be difficult to say here either way how that goes. Hop over to my trading history here. You can see with this win here, it more than negates this loss here. So even though I'm not excited about losing that trade, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Got 10 minutes left here in the kill zone. But I'm having some connection issues here, so my video may be affected. So I'm going to let price action play out and see how it goes. If all goes well, I'll be able to take some kind of profit, or I'm just going to get really beat up here during this New York AM session. But if you'd like to know more, visit us at OnTiltTrading.com. Stay on tilt, never emotional.